I hope that whoever was here before will come back in. It wouldn't let me set up my show notes, but it would let me fix my broadcast. I'm so sorry. And yes, whatnot, I'm doing that now. Well, there's the show notes. Did they save? Of course they didn't save. Oh boy. This is just a crap show tonight. I was so quick to get on the air that it somehow inactivated my multicast. And I get a lot of viewers on there. If you're watching on YouTube now, I'm still trying to get to you because I have my old crappy iPad that doesn't work. And there we are. Now I have my multi-broadcast set up. And I'm going to start typing my show notes since I wasn't able to do that before the restart. Just putting in that all sales are final and no cancellations. Well, this is really screwing things up. People were coming in to this show and then had to go off the air because it wouldn't connect to my YouTube without me going out of the show and coming back in. So now everybody's probably seeing that old notice instead of the new notice. Hi, Karen. What a crap show here. I was trying to start the show and it wouldn't connect to my YouTube for some reason and I couldn't do it live. I had to go close the show out. If you're still there, Karen, please feel free to check out my bin. You may have come and gone while I was trying to update the show notes. Everybody's probably clicking the other tab. Hi, Ghosty. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you need to scan that QR code. You need to come over, sign up to the Whatnot app using my code, and they'll put $15 to spend in your wallet at no cost to you. They will ask you for a form of payment in case you buy something, and they will charge you a small shipping fee. It will show on the screen what the fees are. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube on the multi-broadcast, you will not be able to see the catalog. You will not be able to see the items. Hi, Treasure Box on Maine. Thanks for coming. There's Sale Goddess. Thanks for coming. Where are you guys checking in from tonight? Please go to the shop. Please go to my Buy It Now. East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. Started a little early tonight. I was handling some shipping on some sales that I did today that were actually on another app. And then I got so jazzed. I was like, now I can come over to Whatnot and I can just kind of breathe easier and enjoy the show. Please check out the shop. Let me know if you're interested in jewelry or coins or even a few Whatnot items, which means just some random shit. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that since I'm broadcasting on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. For the 4 people that are watching, you can curse on Whatnot, so I try to be careful, though. So let me know if there's anything in the shop that you'd like to see, if you'd like me to run some jewelry or some coins or some whatnot. The only rings that I have left are men's rings. I sold all of the women's rings in the ring jar 2 nights ago, the whole kit and caboodle. And then there were some stray rings that went out in some of the jewelry lots. But I do have the men's rings. I don't have any pill boxes, but I do have men's, and they are new. Some of them have tags that have the Asian sizing on them, but they're like 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I can sell you individually, or I can just sell you the whole lot. There's only like 14 of them. I can sell them to you for like 50 cents each. Just, sell them for $7. If you need me to get those, I'll be happy to get them. They're in the ring jar. Some lady wanted them the other night, but she wasn't sure what size her husband was. Sean, thanks for coming in, Sean. Are you looking for jewelry tonight? Are you looking for coins? Are you looking for whatnot? Or are you just here to watch the show and kick back and enjoy? I have everything in my shop that's available. Well, most everything is in the shop. I did mention jewelry. Okay. Are you looking for men's or women's? I've got vintage. I've got quite a few sterling pieces. Very old and vintage women's. Well, speaking of old, I found this the other day, and I almost mistakenly, let me grab it here. I got two of them actually. It's shocking. I almost put this in the craft pile, not knowing what it was. That is from the mid 1800s. This is very expensive. But you could see it in the store and send me an offer, or just type it into the chat what you'd be willing to pay for this. This is from the mid 1800s, and it's got red garnets and turquoise. And these are all real stones. And I think at some point in time, somebody put on a new pen, because I know that they wouldn't make the pen like that nice in the 1800s. But I researched it. I actually have two of these, and one is a brooch, but it does have a little ring across the top where you could make it into a pendant. You could put a jeweler's ring, and I have plenty of those I can send to you if you want those. I'll just throw them in the box. But there's also a smaller one that looks just like this, and I had never found any antique jewelry before, so I didn't recognize this when I saw this. And I looked them up on other apps. You can, if you swipe left on your screen and get rid of the text, you can take a screenshot of this and Google Lens this, and you will see that this is a handmade, it's sterling silver filigree with the garnets and the turquoise, but it's from around 1850. Now, I wasn't alive, obviously, in 1850. I wasn't even alive in 1950. So I can't tell you like who made it or where, but this is the real deal. And yeah, I do have that. And I also have several vintage sterling pieces that you might be interested in that are not too expensive, especially this one. This is a sterling silver cross with mother of pearl and marcasite. And I tested it. The cross is silver, as is the bail, as is the chain that is from Italy. So that's in the store too, if you're interested. Hey, Kathy Ray, are you related to Kelly Ray? Probably not. Oh, thank you, Treasure Box. Yeah, I'm just going to let that sit for a while and see what happens with that. Hi, Mill Bear. Thanks for coming in. Please let me know what you're interested in. Jewelry, coins, whatnot. I have everything in the buy it now. We get a lot of people in here. Like if I get a raid or something, then I'll just, I'll run stuff like super, super cheap. Like cheaper than what's in the store. But everything in the store has the best offer tab turned on. At least I think it's turned on. So if you see something, just go for it and tell me what you'd like to see, and I'll start running it. In fact, let me just get some items pinned here, so there's at least something on the screen. If you're a reseller, I've got some thank you sticker rolls that have 500 stickers each on them. If you're a coin person, let me know. If you're a sticker person, let me know. If you're here for the jewelry, let me know. Oh, this is cool. I just got this today too. It wasn't listed last night. This is brand new. So I'll just tag that for now. I'll put that up on the screen. The Gans Car Charm Cross. But let me know what you're interested in seeing. Uh, the the person that asked me about rings, the only rings I have are the men's wedding bands, and they're inexpensive. They're not like real silver or gold. And then whoever asked me about older jewelry, I do have two of this antique pieces from the 1800s, and I'm just gonna let those ride on my other apps. I do have it on Whatnot, but apparently these are worth a fortune, so I can't just give those away at Whatnot prices. Today I sold my Lago, so I'm very happy about that. Somebody got a great deal on that. Somebody bought it somewhere else. They could probably triple or quadruple what they paid for it, but I'm happy because I got my money and I got rid of it. Oh, I didn't even see you. Aoki? I know I'm butchering that name. I don't know if Sherry is still here. Millbear, are you still here? Who is still here? Somebody's watching. Kathy, are you still watching? Oh, and I have this little Harley Davidson piece that I found on the show the other night, and I tested it, and it's sterling. And it's super, super, super tiny, but they're worth a lot of money. But I'm more willing to wheel and deal today just because I sold my Lago. So I've got a little bit more, let's just say I got a little bit more breathing room now. We'll just, if I just sell a few items tonight, that'll be fine. Hopefully somebody gave me a raid last night, and then I couldn't get the Givey to run, and then most of the people left while I was trying to get it all straightened out, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. Somebody raids me, we'll run something for we'll run an expensive item for $2. Something that everybody will, say, oh, I want that, and that may be what gets the show going. So if you know anybody else that's on the air that's selling jewelry or coins, have them come over and give me a raid. I hope you're looking, excuse me, I'm chewing my ice for my coffee. I hope whoever is still in the show is looking at that catalog. Let me text. Hi, Ann. Thanks for coming over. Please check out the Buy It Now. Let me know what you'd like to see. I've got jewelry and I've got coins and I've got Whatnot. I had a very good sales day today. I sold a big banger item on another app. So it gives me a lot more little cushion to land on. So steals and deals. Let me know what you'd like to see. There's the offer tab is turned on. Send me an offer. You'd like to see something up close, or there's something that I don't even have in the show, ask me about it. I got boxes and bags of jewelry around me right now. There's not enough space on the table to fit it all. I have 75 items in the shop tonight. There's only one bulk item left, and that's the single earring lot. But all the bulk jewelry lots are sold right now. Let me get back over into the YouTube chat, make sure that's running smooth. Let me know what you'd like to see. I'm hoping I can get like a raid. I got a big raid last night, and then there was a problem with one of the givvies, and then while I was trying to fix it, I think I lost most of the audience, and I learned from that, because if I get a raid tonight, I'm going to run something like, at $2 or $3, and it'll be something like really good. That's worth way more money, and I'll just like, okay, let me run this. So just got to get some people in. I don't have enough people in at one time, but by the time I, put the price and hit start, boom, go, half the audience is gone. So it's kind of hard to bid against me, myself, and I, and just have my mod, and she's not even in here tonight. So that's one less person. So let me know if you want to see jewelry, if you want to see coins. Hey, Stephanie, come on in. Welcome. Go to the shop. Click the buy it now. Send me an offer. Tell me what you want to see. Jewelry, coins. Tell me where you're coming in from tonight. I'm in Los Angeles, California. And I can do some really like cheap deals. If somebody wants me to just like run coins starting at $1, I'd be happy to do that. I have a possible one, but I have to take it to the jeweler. Is it still in here? It's testing positive for 14K, but it's not marked as such, so I'm suspicious. So I have to take this to the jeweler this week. It's passed all the acid tests and the magnet test, and so we will see what this turns out to be, because it's coming up 14K. But whenever I see something not marked like that, that's gold, that makes me suspicious. But I don't know how it's passing the acid test. If it was plated, it would discolor the gold, and that hasn't happened. So, well, that's what we're going to find out. That's why I don't, like the silver I have listed, it's all tested. This is the only gold that I have, and it's not listed because I have to go get the jeweler to verify it and put it in writing, so that, excuse me, if I bring it into the show, I'll have something from a jeweler in writing. Hi, sassy lady. Thanks for coming back. If anybody missed that, the only gold that I have is this, and it is not in the show tonight because I have to take it to the jeweler hopefully this week to get it written up to see if it's legit. It's tested positive for me 3 times, but without a marking, I'm suspicious. I'm sus of it. So I will take it to the jeweler. If it passes the sniff test, then we'll figure out what's going to happen to it. Is it going to be sold, or is it going to be scrapped? Gold costume jewelry. Yes, quite a bit actually. Let me just grab some of the bags that are, I've got so much that's near my feet. I got some vintage gold costume jewelry. I just got a couple of these, and I do a lot of blue boxes and I do a lot of auction lots. So I just got this one. This is an old vintage Trifari with the chain, and it's actually crown Trifari. So it has a little crown over the T, because there's Trifari and there's crown Trifari. So I have that. And then I have another Trifari. Let me just find it. Oh, here's the other one. I have this Trifari. It's a gold, like a rope necklace. I can measure it for you if you need. And then, I don't know, is this, let me look if there's a maker on this. Because it is, I thought it was signed. No, it's not signed. Is it? There's another one. I think it's just a non-designer costume piece. So I have that one too. Oh, actually it is signed. I'm sorry. It is. It's signed right here. It's a Liz Claiborne. It's on that little triangle. It's probably hard to see, the LC. So I have the Liz Claiborne, if you're still here. No, because not yet. It might be. I am waiting for some gold velvet to come from a fabric manufacturer here in Los Angeles, and it should be here tomorrow. And when I get that gold fabric, I'm going to my seamstress because the insert that was in that gold box was very, very old, and it just, I had to trash it. But I've made a form for it, and I'm going to put some more padding in there, and I'm going to have the seamstress sew the bottom into it because it's missing. Let me show you. It's missing its bottom right now. It's got its hinge, the back hinge. It's got the cherubs on it too, which are just to die for. Ugh. But I'm going to get it fixed before I make that decision. See that was a foam insert, and it was surrounded by like this old icky cardboard that had glue on it, and it had a weight glued to it. So yes, I love these. So once I get it repaired, and I just, I ordered it specifically from a fabric manufacturer in LA rather than Amazon because not only was it cheaper, but I could get it faster. And then those little whats didn't mail it right away. And they wrote back today going, well, we can't control the post office. Well, yeah, especially when you don't put it in the mail. And it could have got to me in one day. And so, by the time I get that, the mailman comes late in the afternoon and I get it to the fabric person or the seamstress person, they'll probably say, oh, we can start on it next week. So that is a work in progress. And oh, here's another gold piece for whoever asked that. I have the Banana Republic piece. Looks like it's never been worn. Let me separate it from the cabochon piece. So I have this. There's a lot of watchers on this. On some of the other apps, people are very interested in this. So I do have the Banana Republic. I do have the two vintage Trifari and Crown Trifari. And I have this one. It's really nice looking. It looks designer. It's Liz Claiborne. But of course, this is costume. This is not, none of this is real gold. And then I have some men's gold, but it's just these are signed Dante's. They go for about $50. And yeah, I have the matching set. So um, that is about the only gold. Now I've got this turtle brooch that's on gold, and he or she, however you want to call it, has these purple rhinestones, kind of a violet color, kind of between a purple and a pink. So yeah. Oh, and I have this. This is a gold chain too. It's not real gold, obviously. It's costume. And it's got the little disco ball. It's not really a disco ball, but that's what I call it, the disco ball. And it's got the pink rhinestones. And those are also kind of a darker pink. So that's what I've got as far as the gold. Um, but most of it's in the store. I don't have the Trifari or the Liz Claiborne in the store yet just because there's only so many hours in my day. So let me go over to the catalog here. Oh, don't see any offers. Not yet. Oh, there's Kelly. Are you still here, Kelly? Oh, then it's just us. Boy, I am so relieved. I am so relieved over the Lagos. Hi, Mrs. Zig. Please go to the shop. Go to the buy it now. Let me know if you're looking for jewelry or coins or whatnot. And hopefully we can get another raid. I got a raid last night, and then there was a problem with the Givy, and I just was all messed up, and there was people asking me questions that had nothing to do with what I was selling, and I was just like, and then 9 people just went goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And I should have at that moment, as soon as those people came in, as I was welcoming them, I should have hit that shop tab and run something for like $2, even if it was something that was $25. I got 9 or 10 people in the room. Here we go. Boom. I got seconds to push that button before those people say, see ya, I'm going off into the sunset without you. I don't care about your free Givy. I don't care about your sticker pack. I just want to buy something. And so I'm not going to make that mistake tonight. if I'm lucky enough to get rated, but I don't get rated very often. So now that I need to get rated, it probably won't happen. So let's not start asking questions about items that I don't have or items that are different from somebody else's. Let's just concentrate on what I do have. And when the audience comes in, whatever they want, I'm going to push that button and we're going to go run. Because I am too lost in two chats between all these knuckleheads that are on YouTube that are like doing things that have to get them permanently banned. And then this chat, I've got to be selling, and selling, or I'm wasting my breath and then I'm having sleepless nights over this. But I am a lot more relaxed today knowing that the Lagos is gone. In fact, I actually paid there's a third-party insurance you can buy on that, and I did. So just in case somebody bought it to scam me, I got it covered. And always buy third-party insurance. Oh, I didn't even see that. I just packed and went to bed. Of course, I didn't sleep. I think I fell asleep around 7 a.m. After I packed, but at least I could lay down. My medication knocks me out for a few minutes. And it's like a little snooze, but then I wake up and then I get on the net. And thank you for buying the coin roll. When you open it, make sure that it's legit, because it looks like this one where it says 2024, and then you see they're all new coins. Oh, it's not on? Let me put it on. Let me see. Okay, thanks for letting me know that. Wow, I didn't. Now if you type something, it should be there. Yeah, I tried to start the show earlier and it wouldn't connect to the YouTube, and I had to actually go off, and there was a bunch of people in, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you guys have to come back. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thanks for letting me know that, Kelly. Oh, and you know what? I think I'm going to do, once we get some people in. Hi, Tracy. If anybody's interested, I know most people are here for the jewelry, but I have all of these slab coins, and I have one special one that's in this envelope. And then I have 2 treasury envelopes that have Kennedy halves. If anybody wants me to run this stuff, I can start this stuff like at $2. So if somebody's like, I really want these coins for $2, I can run them. In fact, I'm going to get a pen and paper, because if those items aren't photographed and I do it separate from the buy it now, I'll have to keep track of your names. So if anybody needs me to run something like that, well, let me know. Oh, and the final tally on that New York, New Jersey box for the silver was 232.59 grams minus the weight of the stones. And 232.59 grams at yesterday's or the day before silver equals 264.92 in scrap. And I've already made that back. Oh, you are interested in coins? Yeah, the have the coins in the buy it now with the best offer. At least let me know if the tab is on. Which coins? And I'm trying to decide which jewelry piece I'm going to run if somebody comes in with a raid. I'm just going to go immediately, just shop, boom. Yeah. Oh, I still have the Egyptian token as well. That should also be in there. And I have the treasury envelopes too. They're sealed, and I can rip them or ship them during the show. Meaning, like, if you want the treasury envelopes and you want to see what's in there, because it's I can tell you what's in there. It's 2 50-cent pieces, but I didn't put them in there. I didn't seal those. Those came from a coin guy in Seattle. So and he doesn't know what's in them he got them from somebody else. So actually, no, I did not get them from Seattle. Scratch that. I sold one to Seattle. I got those from the guy in Minnesota, and he's a legit seller. So those sealed treasury envelopes have two 50-cent Kennedy halves each, but you don't know what the years are until we open the envelopes. And I can only open them, like, if somebody buys it. I can't just open it and say, do you want it? Like, because that defeats the whole purpose of sending somebody the envelope. And then if you win the auction and you say, hey, rip it, I'll open it up. Let me get the treasury envelopes. Hopefully I can find them. Here they are. Oh, and I couldn't find the Disney stickers. I have no idea where they are, so I sent you a combination of other stickers. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you mean let me look for the catalog. Okay, I do have the treasury envelopes. I'll put them out. And they have two Kennedy halves. But I have to run them for more than $1 because if I got $1, I would net 35 cents, if even that, depending on the taxes in your state. And then there's $1 worth of coins in there. So I'd have to start it at $2 because it would be cheaper for me just to put those in a Coinstar. But I don't think I want to put a 50-cent piece that's, I mean, I wonder if it's got silver in it, I don't know. Okay. I think most people are going to be coming in for the jewelry, so I'm going to concentrate on that. But I'm not going to run a $3 jewelry auction until we have people in here. So if I get a raid, I have the other one. I sold the one that was listed, the one that was the Filipino pesos, but I have another one, and it's Burma. Is it Burma or Myanmar now? Which one is it? I think it was from Burma. It's the rubies or the rubles. I'll have to go get it. But it's just like the other one, but instead of the Philippines, it was from one of those other countries that Japan invaded during World War II. Hi, Catherine. Please check the shop. Check the buy it now. Let me know what you're looking for, coins or jewelry or whatnot. I have best offer tab turned on most of the items. Thanks for answering the poll. If I get a raid tonight, I am going to run something I'll run like a nice piece of jewelry that's like really nice. And I'll run it like, hey, cream pizza. If I get a raid tonight, instead of like worrying about the damn sticker givey that I can do later in the show, hello, back to you. I'm going to pick a piece of jewelry, probably off the table or out of this tray. And I'm going to auction it for like $3. And it'll be something nice, something that's like, $10 or $20 or more. And I will it may even be something that's signed. I'm just going to make that decision when the time comes. So if because last night I had a raid and it turned out to be a crap show because I didn't realize I didn't have my Givey tab set up. And when I tried to do it, it kept saying to do a quality listing and a picture. And I just wanted to, and by the time I effed around with it, about all of those 9 people were gone. And it was just me and my mod got another set of free stickers. I'm glad that you got it, but okay, that wasn't the point of having, it was to keep people in here so that I could start selling. And those people just were like, okay, you're too slow. I don't care about a sticker. A lot of people didn't even enter the Givey. They were just like, what are you selling? What are you selling? Gone. So I will not make that mistake tonight. If somebody out there can, if anybody knows anybody, they can call in a favor and say, hey, go out and raid April Davis. We need some people on that show. I will then pick something out of the tray and start it at $3. Now, if it was a bunch of coin people that came in, then I would, put a coin up there and run that at $2. But I think most people that come to see me are coming for the costume jewelry because that's usually what I sell. And I still have the majority of the silver left, minus the banger piece. The banger piece, the Lagos 925 sold today somewhere else. So, and there, if you're still here, Kelly, there was a huge amount of fees on that, and we can't mention the app here, but there was a huge amount of fees. So, it netted way less than the gross, but it still is enough to cover me. Hi today. Thanks for coming. Please look at my shop. Go check my buy it now. If you're still here, Cream Pizza, let me know what you'd like to see. Thanks for coming in. You always come into my show. I appreciate that. Somebody asked me if I had anything antique, and yes, I did. I do. And they said starting bid, and I'm like, this is in the many hundreds of dollars. So, yeah, I can't actually do an auction on that. I have it in the buy it now, but I can't do an auction on that because that's from like 1850. Hi, Anna. Thanks for coming in. Please check out the shop in the buy it now. So we won't make the raid givey mistake anymore. That's just not going to happen. I'll still occasionally do the giveies, but I've got to have I got to be running things on those rare occasions that I'm very fortunate enough from other whatnotters that I don't even know who come over here and go, hey, there's only 2 people in this girl show. Let's go give her a raid. And when that happens, I'm going to have to take that opportunity and, I'll put up something really nice. And even if it's just, like I might put the disco ball up, that's a very expensive necklace. I might just put it up and go, okay, $3. Everybody go for it. But there has to be more than 2 people in the room, or it's just not gonna, it's gonna be stupid. I'm learning. Trust me. Every show I learn something. There was a woman, I can't remember her name, but she came in the other night and she told me that those Zippo lighters can be sent into Zippo for repair or replacement. They don't replace the outside, but they replace the insert, so the mechanical part. And so, yeah, I had to pay the postage to get it there, but I have a lighter from August of 1997 that's going to be like brand new with its vintage cover. So I learned that from this show or from this app. So whoever told me that, thank you very much. It's on its way to Pennsylvania. I'm just drinking the ice out of my melted decaf coffee drink here. I need to sell a lot on here to be able to continue to afford this coffee bean and tea leaf. Let me put something else up there on the screen. If anybody needs some pocket knives, I've got some pocket knives too. They're new old stock. I've even got shark teeth. I got opals. Let me pin this. This is the car charm. And yes, you were right. If my mod is still here, that is a car charm. I looked it up today. And I listed mine several dollars cheaper than what they go for. Yeah, it is a good deal. It still has the tags. It was hard for me to get a good picture though because of my, my crappy iPhone 13. I don't have the right phone. But it'll get me by for now. I'm so excited if my velvet arrives tomorrow and I can go get this jewelry box repaired. Hi Sherry Aragon, thanks for coming. Please go to the shop. I'm hoping I get another raid tonight. Last night's raid just got totally messed up and I'm going to take a totally different approach tonight if that happens. You guys better be sticking around, because if somebody comes in, I'm going to put up a really nice piece of jewelry, and I'm going to put it up for like $3. And you can't even make an offer that cheap on this stuff. I really need to get rid of this, because this is the guy that screwed me over on the wallet. But I did clean the wallet, and it's much better than what it was. But I'm listing it as used now, even though I think it's brand new. But it's brand new with a little damage. I might at some point, once I sell the cross, I may just throw it away. And I gave the guy some bad feedback, not totally bad, but I said, you can't put painter's tape on genuine leather. This cross or the other cross. There's actually 3. This one, I think it's. Let me look. And I can't like give it away, because I've got to pay for that, and I got to pay for the wallet, and then I'll just take the wallet down and trash it, unless somebody wants to buy it really cheap and then they can clean it. But I just don't like to sell anything that has damage, even when it's revealed. Is it sold? No. It's got to be in here, because I put it in the show. Better not be one of those items that didn't cross over. How much do you want to bet it's one of those items that's still glitching? There's 2 items that glitched, and one was a necklace, but you bought that. Where it disappeared in the show? Yep, it didn't go back in. Well, yeah, if that's what it was before. No, this cross at the bottom, that's the car cross. The cross that's on the screen. Well, I'll have to take care of that after the show. No wonder nobody's buying it. But you know what? If you really, really wanted it, let me know. It's at the bottom, is what you're saying? In the shop, if I click buy it now, is that what you're saying, that you see it at the bottom? And yet the order does change. And that's not me. I can't arrange them in order, sadly. Is that what you're saying, that it's because one of the items I tried to change something for somebody, and then they were like, "Oh, don't worry about it," and by then it disappeared. And then it was over in the auction tab, but I took it out of the auction tab. I might have to relist it, because I was going to run it for that guy and it disappeared. So then I had to do the temp listing without the picture, and I was like, oh, geez. And that was something I was supposed to fix at the end of the show. Oh, well. And it's a long listing, too. It's got a long description. Thanks for bringing that up. I'll have to put that back into the. I'll have to start a new listing on that. If my iPad worked, which it won't show most of my apps anymore. I could go over to my other app and see what the price is, because it's the same price throughout all apps. Or I could go open up the app on my desktop, but I'd have to walk away from the show. I found this. This is really cool. It looks like it's brand new. It's a 20-year sobriety coin. And it's lined in gold. It's really nice. I think somebody's going to want that. Probably not here on Whatnot, but somebody will take it. And now I'm so happy that now that I sold that Lagos, I'll be able to save all 3 of my opals. My opal necklace, my opal earrings. And if I do really, really well and sell the rest of the inventory, I'll be able to go get this Native American piece repaired. Oh, you're going to buy it for her, or she was going to buy it? Because you know what she could do? Also, she could sign up for the app under my code, and then she would get the $15. And then they would only charge the taxes on the remaining amount. So she'd be able to get it for less than half if she did that. Yeah, you should do that. Because then it would just be 15 plus tax plus shipping. Hi, Beth. Thanks for coming in. But remind me, Kelly, to list that, to have to relist that, because that was the one item that glitched. And I did take it out of the auction tab, but I guess it didn't get switched over to the buy it now tab. But I can show it. But it's got the dimensions and the weight, and it's got everything that I need that people are going to ask me. So I'll probably just take care of that after the show, because I don't want to have to shut my show down again. The longer I'm on the air, the longer the algorithm will open it up, and this phone will start to overheat. It's already getting hot now. Like, oh, thanks for the message. And you were pretty sure, Kel, that this was also marcasite, right? Because the guy that sold it thought that's what it was, but yet he was a knucklehead, so I don't trust him. He was the one that put the tape on the wallet, and I was able to get most of the tape off, but because it does have still that residual mark, I'm going to have to sell this as used, which is really sad because these wallets, new, they go for a lot of money. I could have made $30-40 off of that and paid for everything. That I will never buy anything from that seller again. Well, I can't even remember his name. I think it was Josh in Massachusetts. He didn't ship it when he said he was going to ship it, and he put tape on it. Who does that? Who puts a piece of tape on a genuine leather item? Yeah. And most of them online don't have the 44 mag symbol on them. Yeah. That's the back side of the bullet. Well, actually, that's the back side of the casing, because the bullet is actually the piece on the end, but I know what you mean. Bunny. She's just listening. Yeah, but that's a good idea. Tell Katie to sign up herself on Whatnot using my code, and then they'll give her the $15. That's cool. Yeah, you have to stop buying, Kelly. You're like me. You have to save your money. I still didn't get around to listing this yet. I still need to list that. I did get some of the things listed today, but then my big sale came in, and the mailman had already come too. And so it was a very late in the day sale. And because the iPhone is so poor, the pictures really suck bad on the Thor's hammer as far as it's hard to see the color in the pictures. Because this is really nice, but it doesn't look so nice in the pictures. Super heavy. I guess I probably should have weighed it. But I'm jazzed. Even if I don't sell anything tonight, I'm okay with that. You never know. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it just sucks. But then another app comes and picks me up, you know? Yeah, unless you're somebody like a Harry Tornado or your Jeebus or Locker Nuts, you know, you're going to have to sell on other apps or it's just, you're not going to make any money. Only those big, huge YouTubers, I know, like Pirate and Jeebus, and Jack and Jana from Locker Nuts, and Harry and Haley Tornado, like just between their YouTube and their whatnot. Oh, also Julian, the Bearded Thrifter, also known as the Flip Squad. Like they're killing it. They're raking on here. Oh, I love watching it just for the education. Hi, Iron Monster. Thanks for coming in. Please check out the shop. Go to Buy It Now. Send me an offer. Letitia, thanks for coming in. Please go to the shop. Go to the Buy It Now. I'm willing to wheel and deal today. Deals and steals. Just let me know what you're interested in. Jewelry, coins, whatnot. I'm hoping I get a raid today, and then rather than doing a sticker raid givey, I'm gonna do like a nice piece of jewelry, like at $3 in an auction. But I gotta have the people in here. Well, it's rather quiet here tonight. I think it's just myself, my mod. I was going to say one other person, but I think they're already gone. These people are looking for some dollar auctions. Let me just pin something else up there just to get something up there. Yeah, even with the phone like plugged in, it's starting to drain and get hot already. Let's see how long I've been on. Oh, almost an hour. That's not good. I've been on almost an hour and I don't have anything sold. I might have to take the charger off, but if I do that, it's going to drain it even quicker. I hate that. It just doesn't even go an hour and it's already getting like way, way hot, this phone. At some point it's gonna fry. I still have a lot of people looking at that rosary, that sterling silver rosary. It's got a lot of people like into that, and I've got a lot of people on the Banana Republic necklace, which really surprised me. And I had 9 people that wanted it on Poshmark, but nobody accepted an offer or shot me an offer. Yeah, you got to have a lot of people. You've got to have a big YouTube following for that. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for coming in. Please go to the shop. Go to the buy it now. Let me know if you're looking for coins, jewelry, or whatnot. I'll be happy to show you anything. I have stuff all around me, but there's only so much that fits on the table. So there's some really cool items. There's stuff for everybody. I got men and women's. And I got a lot of vintage, and I've got a lot of sterling. I've even got weird things like single opals and shark teeth. Oh, Kelly, was it you or was it your daughter that I never listed this, but if anybody's interested in the bucket, let me know. And it won't come with the rocks because it would be too heavy to ship the rocks. I'm going to have to empty those rocks and put them somewhere else so the little ones don't get to them. Oh, she said it looked like bad juju. It was for me, but you know what? In the long run, it turned out really good because they did send me the gold. They sent me a little extra. They also sent me the shark teeth, and there was like a gold filled heart locket, and I sold that like right away. So it still cost me something minus whatever I made in the gold. But that's why I wouldn't mind selling the bucket or selling the shark teeth. Now I know what a fossilized shark tooth looks like. Not that I'll be able to get to the beach anytime soon in my condition, but at least I know. Oh, while I was cleaning some of that jewelry, one of the Oklahoma City lots had some sort of goo in it. I had to clean a bunch of the stuff, and I had to soak it like in a Pyrex dish with Dawn. And I think one of the earrings or an earring back, something very small, as I was draining the water, because I kept putting new water in and new soap and kept rinsing and rinsing and rinsing. And it cleaned up nice, but something very, very tiny went down my garbage disposal, and I can't get it out. And this place has so many problems. The dishwasher guy was here from Russia. There's still plumbing issues in the building. One of my electrical plates just fell off the wall. It's always something here. Well, I'm just going to kick back and see if anybody comes in. And I guess after a while I'll start some dinner. Let's see if anybody's still watching over on YouTube. I haven't checked that out for a while. Okay. Okay, the YouTube is still going. Okay. I signed out of that for a minute. You too. Please rest well. Boy, this sucks that we're going to have to get this listing redone again. Hey, got to get it now. Welcome back in. I've seen you in my show before. I have a ton of jewelry and coins tonight. Just let me know what you're interested in seeing. Maybe I should do a flash. Let me find something up there to flash. Something that's affordable for everybody. Hey, Midwinter. Thanks for coming in. Please let me know if you want to see jewelry or you want to see coins, tokens. You want to see vintage, contemporary, designer, silver, coins. Oh, great. You know, everybody's been here for the jewelry tonight. Let me show you what I've got. I've got quite a few coins that are slabbed, that are U.S. coins that are gem proof. They're all in the store. I've also got these two treasury envelopes that I won here on Whatnot from another seller. And both of these envelopes contain two Kennedy half pieces, but I just don't know the dates because it's supposed to be a surprise. So if you want to buy something like that, I'll rip it open for you. There's also a bicentennial 1976 Kennedy half in here. There's also this very unique, um, yeah, I understand what you're saying. They're not graded. No. I have this Egyptian 24 karat gold plated token. Yeah, those are the guy from Minnesota. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. And they slab them, but they're not graded. Yeah, I can't. They can be opened. You are correct. So I win these a lot, or I do the chaser show, so I get a lot of leftover stuff like this, and then I just like I sell it for like $1 or $2 on Whatnot. Okay. I will be right back. I'm back. There we go. Knuckleheads. I had to time out somebody on YouTube. Hi, Mary. Thanks for coming in. Please check out the shop. Go to the Buy It Now. Let me know what you're interested in. I have best offer turned on. Yes, somebody was over there that was a minor in that YouTube chat, so I had to put them in a 86,000 second timeout. Whoever is there on YouTube now, please scan that QR code. Go sign up for Whatnot and get yourself $15. Let me see if I can get that cross back up. I'm going to do a listing while we're waiting for people to come over. Let me get the cross back up. You guys are coming over. I can't see the screen right now. Just go to the Buy It Now. One of my listings accidentally got deleted and I'm trying to fix it. Okay. Come on, YouTube. whatnot. Come on. Okay, I'm going to put this back in. And I can't see the screen. Yeah, we'll have to fix this description on this after the show, but at least we'll have it in the show. There, I just added the sterling silver mother of pearl marcasite cross. Had to get it back in there. Let me pin that. Yeah, it fell out of my show. I'll have to get the best description later tonight and change that description from the cross listing. But at least I have it in the show. Ray is dead tonight. Hopefully somebody comes and gives me a raid. Better get my dinner tray ready while we're waiting. Hey, Amelia. Hey, I'm back. Just putting dinner in. Hi, Mary. Didn't I see you here earlier tonight? Please go in the shop. Click the buy it now. Let me know what you'd like to see. Make me an offer. Let me know if you're interested in jewelry or coins. Vintage, contemporary to now, mostly vintage. Some signed pieces. There is some sterling silver in here. There might be a big chunk of gold in here, but I have to go take it to the jeweler and get it tested just to make sure. Because I'm suspect it's not marked, but it is passing the test, so I'm not going to list that until I know 100%. And then I'll have a little paper written up on it, so we'll know that it's for real. Hopefully I can get a raid to come in here, and then I can I'll run a a mid-range expensive piece for like $3. Alexa, set timer 25 minutes. Okay, I've got 25 minutes to sell something here before I'm going to go shut it down for the evening and eat my dinner. And play with my kitty cat and my bunny. Right, bunny, honey? Honey, bunny. Please feel free to send me an offer. I do have one jewelry lot left, and that's the single earring lot. And that's a big, huge box of earrings. All the other jewelry lots for now are gone. And I've just got whatever's left. I've got 76 items in my shop. Okay, well, 74. Plus we have a couple things under the auction tab that we will run. Assuming that I get lucky like I did last night and I get a big rate. And then we'll be ready to go because I wasn't ready last night. I was like, oh darn, I knew I forgot to set something up. And then everybody ran. Hi, picky chick. I'm picky too. I like that. Where are you signing in from tonight? Yeah, please let me know if you're interested in jewelry or coins or even some random whatnot items. I'm hoping to get a raid later and then I can do like, instead of doing a raid givey that was disastrous last night, I'll just like run like a nice piece of jewelry for like $3 because I'll have enough people in the room to be able to do that. But in the meanwhile, you can go see everything in the shop. Just go to buy it now and you'll see the jewelry, the coins, and even a few whatnot items. And if you need to see something up close, I'll grab it and put it in front of the camera for you so you can make an informed decision. Sure, take your time. Hi, Planning Mushroom. I remember you because I remember your username. You need to go to my shop. There's 74 items under Buy It Now with best offer. I was just telling Picky Chick I hope to get another raid tonight. I got a raid last night and it didn't go well, and I didn't have my givey set up, and then I realized that, you know what, people didn't even care about the givey. They just wanted me to run something, and then they all left. So my mod ended up getting my givey, which is fine, but if somebody comes in tonight and does the same thing and I get like 9 people that come in, like that's probably the biggest raid I ever had. Then I'll just put I'll take a nice jewelry item out of the tray here and I'll like put it up for like a $3 auction, and then you guys can all fight over it. Or someone can get it for $3. MZ Thunder 61, thanks for coming. Please go to the shop, go to the Buy It Now. Let me know what you're interested in. Jewelry, silver, coins, or a few random whatnot items. Yeah, I've even got shark teeth. Shark teeth, I've got raw, or not raw, but polished loose opals. I've even got a 2024 penny roll. And I got plenty of slab coins that are not graded coins, but they're slabs. And some guy came in here and argued with me and said, those aren't slabs. Those are just cases. Like, okay. Tomato, tomato. And whoever the sole single person is watching on the multicast on YouTube, if you're not signed in to Whatnot and you haven't used my code, you won't be able to get your $15. It's only for new members. And that $15 will be a credit. And let's see how many more minutes I'm going to go, because I've been talking to the air for an hour and 21 minutes, and that's not helping me. It's a slow night. People, maybe do they not shop on Wednesdays? Or do they not just shop in my store on Wednesdays? Did anybody answer the poll tonight? Oh, only 2 people. I've had a lot of people come in, but only 2 people answered the poll. Let's see. Buy, tip, or share the show to support your host. View the store. Okay. I didn't know that was even there. That's behind the little red ball. I didn't know you could do that during the show. I thought you could only see that on desktop. Let me see what that says. Oh, 0 shares, 0 tips, and 0 orders. Estimated sales 0.00. I'm just reading what's behind the red ball. Hi, Meekrish. Thanks for coming in. Please check out the shop. I probably missed you while I was looking at the red ball. I call it the disco ball. That is too funny. Maybe I should share the show. Can I do that while I'm live? I don't think so. Oh, there it is. There's a share button right there. Oh, I gotta see. Somebody's gotta see this. Let me go to, oh, there we go. It says it was, oh, there it goes. Share, it was shared twice. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that many sellers here on Whatnot that I can. Doing some shares here. I'll send it over to Nathalie. Let me just look at some of my buyers here. Oh, there's Bill. Alexa, how much time on the timer?
You have 15 minutes left on your 25-minute timer.
Okay, folks, we got 15 minutes left here. And then it's supper time. "15 minutes." I'm going to start clearing the table now for my dinner. Hey, thanks for coming in, Epic Saga. Well, that person came and gone before I could even pin an item. Hi, Steven. Thanks for coming in. Please check out the shop. Let me know if you're looking for jewelry coins, men's or women's. Also have just some random whatnot items. But I do have some guy stuff in here if you're interested. Got some pocket knives and some coins and a Rusty Wallace watch and some really nice men's cufflinks and tie tacks. Or if you're just looking for the misses, let me know. I don't usually have enough people to run an auction, but if I do get a raid tonight, rather than running a stupid like sticker giveaway, I'm going to run an item at $3. No, I don't have buffalo nickels, but I can show you the coins that I have. I have a lot of Kennedy halves in treasury envelopes that I got from, the guy in Minnesota. So I don't know, I haven't seen them, I don't know the years. And then I have the 1976 bicentennial half, Kennedy half. And then I got a bunch of these type of cased or slabbed coins. They're not graded, but they're like gem proofs. They're all in the buy it now. I'll sell them for almost nothing, but I don't have any buffalo nickels because I'm not really a coin seller. I'm a jewelry seller, but I do get some coins occasionally. And then I have this really nice 24 karat gold plated. It's an Egyptian token. It's like a challenge coin, but it's a token. So, oh hey TH, I haven't seen you in a while. I was worried about you because I hadn't seen you in any of my shows, and I hadn't seen you running shows, and I was like, "Are you okay up there?" So good news, TH. I sold the Lagos today. Oh, I'm glad you're alive. I've sold the Lagos, but I've been on here for an hour and 29 minutes and 58 seconds, and I have dinner in the oven. So my goal is to sell at least one thing. If I can get a raid rather than running a stupid sticker giveaway, I'm just going to take a really nice piece of jewelry out of the tray and I'm going to start it at an auction for like $3. I don't normally do that, but I will tonight if that happens. But we're running out of time. How have your shows been going, TH? While you're looking at the shop, I have a bunch of new items. Oh, that's good, because you reached your 1,000, right? So now you get your InstaPay. I'm a long ways from there. I've only got like 300 and some sales. But it's okay. I can wait a few days for the money. I ship everything right away, so it doesn't take too long. Oh, full cash out once you make the label? Oh, that's cool. Oh, somebody bought one of your, and it was actually through the marketplace. Somebody bought one of these that you gave me. And I put it where you said I should put it, $5, and one's already sold. So that's helping me pay for that shipping mistake that I made that time, where I'm supposed to click pick up only. I didn't even know you could do that on this app. So now I've got one more to sell. I still have the treasury envelopes that have the 50-cent coins in them, but I don't know what years they are. Oh, and you may be able to help me with this. You know all these case coins that you get from you know where? I know they're not graded, and I know that this International Numismatic Bureau is BS. But I refer to these cases as slabs, and somebody came in here and yelled at me. Somebody I didn't know and said, "Those aren't slabs. Those are cases." So was he right and I'm wrong? Because I'm not a coin seller. I'm a jewelry seller. But I'm a jewelry seller that has some whatnot items, including coins. In fact, oh, okay, slabs are sealed? Okay. See, I'm glad you came in. I'm glad you saw my tag because, you know, was it tomato, or was the guy right? Those aren't slabs. But I don't think I put them as slabs. I'll have to look all the listings. Um, I have two of these. Do you need a nutcracker? Yeah. If you need a nutcracker, let me know. I have two of them. I bought one from Amazon and they sent me three. Yeah. These are actually very handy. You know, remember, before you know it, it'll be the holidays and you might have people over and they're going to need a nutcracker. I think I am for like $2 or $3. I need to have one sale tonight, even if it's a sticker. Hi, Lively Finds. Thanks for coming in. Are you coming in for coins or are you coming in for jewelry? Let me know. Yeah, I'm surprised, TH. I still have this one because I had a couple of others and they all sold. The Kobe one and the Bitcoin one, that sold, but I still have this one, the Egyptian one, and it's 24 karat plated. The Egyptian pharaoh. I really like that. I probably should have just given it away to the person that bought that Egyptian necklace, but I still have that. But the good news is the sterling silver bracelet that had the diamonds, I sold it for cheap today, but I still got over $200 for it, so I'm happy. But I didn't sell it here, but that's okay, as long as stuff is selling. But I'm very happy for you, TH, that you made that very quickly, that 1,000 sales. That's awesome. I got a bunch of stuff that came in too from storage lockers in Oklahoma, and there were some banger pieces in there. I found some opals, and I found a Native American piece, and I found this little Harley charm, and it turns out it's sterling silver. It's real tiny. I mean, it's like about the size of a fly, but it's sterling, and it's Harley, so they're worth about $30. And I'm like, oh, this is so great. Because sometimes you just get, garbage, and I won't sell any garbage. Are you going to have a show soon, TH? If anybody in here wants to put in their shows, just go ahead and do it. Feel free to put them in the chat. Oh, a gold show tomorrow. Okay. I'll have to bookmark it after this show. Yeah, I've been talking to the sky for like 1 hour and 35 minutes now. And my dinner's getting ready to come out of the oven. And it's making my apartment very hot, even though the AC is on. The oven, it's, such a tiny place that when I turn on the oven, the whole place just heats up like a spa. So as soon as that goes off, I'm going to be out of here. I was hoping somebody would raid me, though, because somebody raided me last night, and I didn't have everything set up, and then it was too late, and it took too long to get everything, right, and then I was like, you know what, I could have been running something. and I could pick a really nice piece of jewelry out of the tray and then just put it up for auction for like, $3, because I would have, 9 or 10 people in the room, and then maybe I'd actually, be able to sell something, in a charitable kind of way and give somebody a deal. Well, all this is deals because this is just my leftovers. And I'm still suspicious of this one, TH. I keep saying I need to go to the jeweler, but I need to go to the jeweler because this was not marked and I just took it for a piece of junk. But then I tested it and it was testing 14 karat. And I'm like, okay, this is 14 karat and it's passing everything. Every test I've run, 3 different tests I've run on this. And it goes pass, 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 pass. I'm not sure. I haven't weighed it. I can weigh it. So if it's real, then I'm going to be in business because I'll probably just be able to take it to a jeweler and say, how much are you going to give me for something like this? And I'll get a couple estimates. I'm getting the scale set up right now. Just zeroing it out. And then let me tell you how much it is. I did weigh it in the past because that's how I came up with the value. It says 11.98. 11.981. That's where it's stopping at. So it's almost 12 grams. Yeah. At 14 karat, that would be worth a lot. But have you ever seen a 14 karat piece that didn't have a marking on the inside of the band? Because it's not that old. It's not like the marking is worn. Yeah, see, I can't remember that happening. It may have happened and I just don't remember because I'm old now and I've had so much happen to my brain with all the medical stuff that I've been through with my heart. But, it's passing the acid test. It, let me open it. It's kind of hard to get it because, let me see. Am I doing it the right way? Okay, the hinge is on the back. That's another thing. Why is it not opening? I've opened it many times. Now you tell me to open it on a show and it's like, it won't open. Yeah, it is an overlap. See this little thing right here? Can you see that on the camera? Yeah, you usually just pop it up over the other and it just pops up. I don't know why it won't open on the damn camera. Oh my god. Oh, I was going on the wrong end. Okay. So it does open. And when I put the acid on it, the acid didn't even discolor it. And usually when it's something that's sprayed, like, oh, this is just gold sprayed or gold plated, the plating will come right off when you use the acid. And it didn't. Even when I rubbed it on the little scratch stone, the color didn't come off. Yeah, the color didn't come off on the scratch. I did a 10 karat test, passed. Did a 14 karat test, passed. I even got out the Miser gold tester. It came up, that goes all the way to 18. That's as far as mine goes on the Miser. But it came up 14 on the scale, and that's when I decided, oh, I better get the acid out. And then I got the magnet out. So I've actually done 4 tests: the Miser test, the 10 karat, the 14 karat, and the magnet. And every single one passed. And no color came off. But still, why would somebody make a nice piece of gold like this and it's not stamped? So people ask me if I had any. Yeah, I don't know. So I am going to take it to a jeweler. Now, if I do take it to a jeweler and I just sell it for scrap, are they going to try to screw me like a pawn shop and just say, I'll give you 50%? I mean, that much, almost 12 grams of gold at $750 is, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of gold. That's not just a little, little clasp from a chain. That's a lot of gold. So We will see. Yes. And I do have a couple that I deal with. I won't just take the first bidder, you know. But I might actually be able to just sell it myself. Well, there goes my timer from Alexa. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow on your show, hopefully. Thanks for coming in.
How to help you with that.
Alexa, turn off the timer. I don't see any solds and I don't see any offers. So it looks like we're going to have to close the show.